Chrisley Knows best fans have watched Grayson Chrisley grow up on TV. Keep reading to find out the teen's height, baseball stats, and more. Grayson Chrisley has grown up a lot in recent seasons of Chrisley Knows Best. Fans routinely comment on his height and how his voice has changed. How tall is the teen? At 15 years old, Grayson has already surpassed his older brother Chase in height. According to Perfect Game, a website that reports baseball statistics, Grayson Chrisley is 6 feet tall and weighs 135 pounds. Reality Tidbit reports that Chase Chrisley is only 5 feet 5 inches tall. As far as other Grayson Chrisley baseball stats go, there isn't much online. Perfect Game reports that Gray will graduate high school in 2025. He also bats and throws left-handed. Recently, Grayson played a perfect game. This game was played between October 2 and 3 in Madison, Alabama. The game was played as part of the 2021-15 U Deep South Huntsville/Athens Elites Open. Shockingly, at 15 years old, Grayson Chrisley has an impressive net worth. Distractify reports that the teen has an estimated net worth of $3 million in 2021. Facts Bio reports that this is likely made primarily from reality television. Some other ways Grayson Chrisley has made money is by his appearances on Steve Harvey, The Real, and Big Star Little Star. Fans may also remember that Grayson played himself in Sharknado 4. The fourth Awaken Distractify also discusses some potentially missed income opportunities for the teen. At the time of this writing, Grayson Chrisley's Instagram page has 280 followers and his Twitter has 41.1k. However, his dad, Todd Chrisley, manages both accounts. If he wanted to, Distractify says that it's likely Todd's youngest son could make money off of brand endorsements. As TV shows Ace recently reports Grayson got his first job. From the looks of a recent Chrisley Knows Best trailer, Todd Chrisley got his youngest son a job working at a local country club. Unfortunately, it's not all that it's cut out to be, and Gray is learning this the hard way. Chase and Elliot show up and give Grayson a hard time. Did you realize that Grayson Chrisley is taller than Chase? Are you shocked by his net worth? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. Make sure to come back to TV shows Ace for more Chrisley Knows Best news. Don't forget that Chrisley Knows Best is a new time. Tune in to USA Network Thursday nights at 8:30/7:30 k for a new episode. At birth on May 16, 2006 in Georgia, Grayson Chrisley was destined to live in the spotlight. By the time the 9th season of Chrisley Knows Best premiered in 2021, this youngest member of the Chrisley clan had already grown into a lean, left-handed teenage baseball player with subtle charisma and an unexpectedly substantial net worth for a 15-year-old. Height and physical frame. Grayson's height has been reported with some variation, but credible sources from that period consistently placed him at 6 feet tall, or roughly 183 centimeters, with a slender build around 135 pounds, totaled 61 kilograms. Reddit. Other estimates, sometimes placing him near 5 feet 11, incentivized the rounding seen in media coverage. Perfect Game noted that at age 15, he had already outgrown his older brother, and his lean physique and lanky limbs matched his athletic left-handed pitching stance on the field. Baseball Profile and Stat Highlights. At that same age of 15, in 2021, Grayson was active with the Redbirds Baseball Club, competing in travel tournaments such as the 15 U Deep South Huntsville/Athens Elites Open. He bats and throws left. And Perfect Game confirms he also pitched a perfect game in October of that year during regional play in Madison, Alabama. His recruiting profile, class of 2025, listed him as a 6'2", 170 pounds left-handed pitcher and occasional center fielder. Scouts cited his primary fastball velocity topping out near 86 miles per hour, with a consistent velocity around 83 miles per hour. NCSA college recruiting, while not elite by high school baseball standards, those numbers reflect a competitive arm with room to develop. Public discussion among fans and commentators offered cautious perspective. Reddit threads around spring 2024 noted that Grayson was unlikely to reach Division I college baseball, perhaps more suited to DI or DIY school ball if he pursued it. His performance was described as respectable, but not standout. Reviewers called him average at best, though still hopeful he might find opportunities if he stayed with the sport. Reddit 2021 net worth estimate teen 2021. At age 15, Grayson Chrisley reportedly had an estimated net worth of around $3 million, a figure derived primarily from his family's reality television earnings on Chrisley Knows Best, plus appearances on shows like The Real, Big Star Little Star, Steve Harvey, and even a cameo in Sharknado 4. The Fourth Awakens. While some sources listed a lower figure, about $1 million in early 2024 updates, most coverage about references the $3 million estimate based on published reports at the time. That was notably high for a minor teen, largely explained by residuals, production agreements, trust structures, and a share of earnings from the family's production ventures narrative arc. Growth, ambition, and reality's financial echoes. Grayson's height and athletic frame allowed him to grow into a promising young athlete. At 6 feet, lean, and left-handed, he possessed the physical tools typical of a pitching prospect. But by reports, he had not yet developed a standout arm or overwhelming velocity. His fastball in the low to mid-80s and an occasional perfect game showed potential, but not elite dominance. That made sense given his weight and build, which was still adolescent rather than muscular or imposing on the financial side. Grayson was a rarity, a mid-teen household name with millions in net worth, though not from traditional sports earnings. Instead, his wealth came via reality TV and associated media platforms. In the mythology of celebrity children, that level of wealth at 15 is unusual. But within the Chrisley family's ecosystem of production companies, endorsements, and social media platforms, it becomes plausible. His social media presence, Instagram followers approaching 280 by late 2021, along with tens of thousands on Twitter, represents another potential revenue stream. Although entirely managed by his father at that time, it was noted that Grayson had capacity to earn via brand endorsements if he chose to exercise that path, adding a possible future augmentation to his already. The picture by year's end 2021. By December 2021, the picture of Grayson Chrisley was that of a tall, lean teenage pitcher with modest velocity and occasional strong outings. His height sat between 5'11" and 6 feet depending on rounding. Weight hovered near 135 pounds. He threw and batted left, played travel ball with the Redbirds, and logged a perfect game later that year in regional tournament play. On the financial side, he had a net worth estimated at $3 million as of 2021. That number came from aggregated media estimates of his share of family television earnings and side project appearances. Financial commentary acknowledged that most of that wealth was held in trust structures common for minors performing in entertainment, though the exact breakdown remained private. Themes in contrast. Athletic potential versus media wealth. Grayson's life represents a juxtaposition. Athletic promise that was present but not exceptional by scouting standards, contrasted with considerable wealth for his age derived entirely from entertainment. Whereas most teen baseball players are evaluated by fastball velocity, strikeout ratios, and scholarship potential, Grayson's evaluation also included reality show longevity, social media influence, and brand visibility. His recruitment profile listed modest metrics: fastball topping around 86 miles per hour, occasional center field outfield ability, and a lean 170 pounds frame by his junior/senior years. Even casual internet discussion placed him as possibly below DI scholarship level, though willing participants hoped his perseverance might carve out a collegiate role. Meanwhile, his net worth, $3 million in 2021, was an outlier among peers. That figure reflects earnings viewers rarely associate with teenage athletes, especially those not yet in professional or collegiate baseball. Instead, the value derived from televised family interactions, advertising, and shared ownership in family-run media and fashion ventures in all. Grayson Chrisley in 2021 was an interesting blend of teenager with rising athletic identity and pre-built celebrity fortune. 6 feet tall, light yet athletic, left-handed on both sides of the plate, he delivered a perfect game and posted mid-80s fastball velocity. Meanwhile, his estimated $3 million net worth made him more wealthy than nearly any peer, though that wealth came from the stage of reality TV, not the pitcher's mound. He stood at the intersection of youthful baseball promise and a media-driven financial platform, ambitions and advantages that few peers could match.